Thank you all for joining. Good morning and good evening to our friends from India. This is incredible. We are all here for the ceremony, the scholarship ceremony, to award scholarships to our brilliant, outstanding students who have just joined the MBBS, the medical college program in India. We will be talking about their journeys. But to begin with, let me introduce myself. I am Millie Seth. I am the president and the founder of Saloni Heart Foundation. Let me begin today's meeting by remembering Saloni, our 13-year-old daughter who left us in November 2018 with a long and lifelong inspirations. One second, I'm just adjusting something. Thank you. It's very rare for a young child to be full of values and unique values like compassion, philanthropy, never give up attitude, and dare to dream. Before I begin the meeting, and what we've already begun actually, I would like to read some excerpts of what Saloni had written as an 11-year-old during one of her school assignments. I quote Saloni, I was once a person who was helped out a lot by doctors. I was and still am a pediatric heart patient. I have had 4 major heart surgeries from Stanford, which have kept me alive. I'm not the only one who has suffered. There are so many kids that need help. They have medical issues. Sometimes they need help because they are in danger, or they live in a place with a lot of natural disasters. Maybe they lost their whole family in an earthquake or some other natural disaster. Won't you want to help them? If you ever did help someone like that, then did you feel good about yourself? And did you thank God for giving you a better and more joyful life? Well, I would do it. I would thank God for a family, food, and the place to live. On top of feeling good about yourself, the person you helped will probably also feel really good. Saloni Heart Foundation is born, founded, and based on these values. We are very humbled that besides me as the president, we have a very strong, a very close knit board, and I'd like to share the board details. Let me introduce our board. We have Ms. Ann Kumar, she's a vice president and a practicing nurse. We have Shilpa Dalmia, she's a secretary. Himanshu Seth, a co-founder and the treasurer, and he manages all the doctors in India. And Shuchi Sarkar, she is worldwide marketing and awareness head. Besides our executive board, we have a very strong advisory board. As you can see, some of the names on our advisory board, we are supported by Dr. V. Mohan Reddy, Chief UCSF Division of Pediatric Cardiothoracic Surgery and co-director of UCSF Pediatric Heart Center at University of California. We have Dr. P. Venugopal. He's Padma Bhushan awardee, advisor to Ministry of Health, Government of India, and ex-director of All India Medical Institute of Sciences, New Delhi. Dr. Lillian Su, clinical assistant professor of pediatric cardiology at Stanford University of Medicine. Dr. R. Krishna Kumar, head of Department of Pediatric Cardiology at Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi. Dr. Jeffrey Feinstein, director, Center for Pulmonary Vascular Disease, Vera Malmont Wall professor at LPCH, that is same as Stanford Children's Hospital. Dr. Pranava Sinha, surgical director, advanced cardiac therapies and heart transplant program, cardiac surgeon, Children's National Washington, D.C. Dr. Ashok Muralidharan, congenital cardiac surgeon at Oregon Health Science University. Dr. Venkat Shankar, medical director, cardiac ICU, associate chief division of cardiac critical care medicine, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Dr. Rajesh Sharma, pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon at Apollo Hospital, New Delhi. Michelle Ogawa, nurse practitioner, cardiovascular medicine at Stanford Children's Hospital. And doctors from India, Dr. Anita Saxena, Dr. Bisoi, Dr. Manoj, Dr. Krishna Iyer, and so many other names. I mean, our list is very long, I'll be honest. The prime mission of Saloni Heart Foundation. One, Saloni wanted to be a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon inspired by Dr. Reddy. Though her dream was cut short, but Saloni Heart Foundation is carrying her dream forward through these scholars and the scholarship program. Himanshu will be talking more about it. Our second mission is to bridge the gap between pediatric cardiology in India and bring the specialty and expertise from US to India and carry the experience, the deep experience Indian doctors have to US. Our third and the very most important mission of Saloni Heart Foundation is to provide free and second opinion to families or parents of children suffering from congenital heart disease. And this is supported by our advisory board. I'll give you one such example. Last year, in the middle of pandemic, a family contacted us. Let's call the child Asha. Asha, 1-year-old, was born with a serious heart defect, a single ventricle heart defect. And her parents got in touch with several doctors and hospitals in India, and they all declined treatment and any intervention. And they left her to die. But Asha's mom did not give up. She contacted Saloni Heart Foundation, and we took up her case, sent it to our advisory board to analyze, and they provided free opinion and they were able to get hope and help. We escalated her case to AIIMS New Delhi, and within 3 weeks, she traveled from her hometown Varanasi to New Delhi and got a life-saving surgery. She went through 2 months of hospitalization, ICU, several days of rocky recovery on ventilator, lots of prayers, lots of parent counseling. Finally, she survived and now she's thriving. We have been supporting many such families and we will continue to support. And our goal is no parent should be where we are today. No parent deserves that. With that, I would request Himanshu to take it forward and talk about the scholarship program. And from my side, I would congratulate all the scholars and each one of you who has made this day possible. This would not have been possible by the support and sincere, constant willingness to help by our advisory board, by our community who has supported us, our friends who've been with us, stood with us, and all our donors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for all your support. In last 2 years, the journey we've had, I'm overwhelmed with the support that we are getting. Um, so uh, I will just try to be as brief as possible. Uh, so as you all know that Saloni wanted to be a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon, just like Dr. Reddy, who had saved her life 4 times. Uh, she was so inspired that if you wake her up at 2 a.m. in the morning and ask her what she would be or what she wanted to be, she would exactly tell you pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. And we used to discourage her from that sometimes. We used to say, you are so frail, uh, you need to stand long hours, you need to work very hard uh, um, to be a surgeon, and that to be a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon, it's like physically it'll be very taxing on you, given that uh, you know, you are so frail. And she would say, I will do it. And she had such a will that it inspired us that uh, why not we help other children become uh, pediatric cardiothoracic surgeons like her. And that's how this journey of scholarship started. Last year, our first scholar was Krishna Mohanty. Uh, Again, you will hear Ajay Bahadur Singh ji from Zindagi Foundation, who will tell you about their journey of preparing these children. So we've plucked these flowers uh, uh, who are now in uh, medical colleges in India, and they are studying to become doctors. Again, this scholarship is not only just about money. The the Saloni Heart Foundation uh, is is forming a connection with them, a lifelong connection with these budding doctors, uh, whose story you will hear in the subsequent videos, where we want them to think big. We want them to think so big that we will have hundreds of Dr. Reddy's and Dr. Pranav Sinhas and Dr. Anita Saxenas of the world. And uh, more than that, I'm sorry, it's a little difficult. More than that, be a good human being and uh, treat the patients with the compassion that is required. And we are happy that we have these children who are forming in their formative years. They are going to pursue MBBS, and today they might think, yeah, they have already climbed a mountain, but it's not a mountain for them. It's just a hill, and they will have several more uh, pinnacles to climb, and we will help them throughout their journey to become the world's best. And as I said, this is just a start. We had one scholar last year. We are supporting 6 more scholars this year, and we will continue this journey every year. So we will have 5 students every year who will be part of Saloni Heart Foundation scholarship. So at the end of 5 years, we will have 25 children because we are supporting them for all 5 years of MBBS studies, tuition, uh, and a laptop, which is generously donated by HP. And you will hear from Ketan Patel, who's the MD of India, HP India, to talk about uh, his experiences, and he will help. He will inspire you with his own speech. With that, I would say, yeah, let's hear the story from the children themselves.
खिरोदिनी साहू फ्रॉम ओडिशा। मैं अभी एससीबी मेडिकल कॉलेज कटक में एमबीबीएस पढ़ रही हूँ। छोटे से गांव मधुपुर में रहती हूँ, जहाँ पर कि चारों तरफ जंगल ही जंगल है। मेरी फैमिली में 6 मेंबर है, पापा, माँ, भाई और ग्रैंड मदर एंड माई आंटी। मेरी पापा मामा दोनों खेती करते हैं दूसरों की खेत में। जो भैया है वो प्लस 3 कर रहे हैं, उसके साथ वो टेम्पो भी ड्राइविंग कर रहे हैं। मेरे पापा ने मुझे बहुत मेहनत से +2 तक सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ाया है।
This is Purti and I'm from Karnataka. My hometown is in Mysore and I'm currently studying MBBS at Chamarajanagar Institute of Medical Sciences. My father is a daily wage worker, my mother is a housewife, and I have a brother. He's currently studying in class 12. My father earns just enough to run the family, and during COVID-19 we were worst hit actually. My family wasn't affordable to send me to coaching, so I studied on my own. Somehow with God's grace I found out a channel randomly called Vedanta Biotonic. From that I learnt a lot, and from the same I got to know about Saloni Foundation. Whenever I see that environment, hospital environment, I used to feel very proud, happy in my heart, like I have to become a doctor like that. But I was like, my family state was not ready to support me to my dream. As I was preparing for board exam, I just kept on studying, and finally simply I attempted NEET and I got selected. But due to Saloni Art Foundation, I am now able to realize my dream. I want to become a cardiologist and help in Saloni Foundation's motto of making contact of world-renowned cardiologists with children with heart ailments and people who can't afford it.
Myself, Shubhendu Parida. I am from Puri district, Odisha. My father sells snacks like idli, vada, samosa, etc. In a small dukan, which is rented. Me, my 2 sisters, my father, mother, and my grandmother. My father and mother, both of them, they wake up early in the morning. They prepare for all the snacks at the home, and then they go to the dukan at 7 a.m. and come home at 10 p.m. At the same time, my mother also suffers from a lot of disease, like she has developed blood clotting in her legs. In our home, always there is a disease. Some or the other person is facing a disease. So my grandfather was suffering from tuberculosis. Then my father has diabetes. Then and even I, during the preparation course, I myself suffered from tuberculosis. I want to do everything of a doctor's profession with more perfection.
I am Devashish from Odisha. I am studying in VSS Medical College, Bulla. In my family, I have my parents, 1 sister and 1 brother. My father has a grocery shop in our village, but unfortunately he had a stroke before few months. However, he is recovering now. When there is an emergency, so people can get a better treatment so that he or she should be died. Because of The better hospital in our locality is about 100 kilometers.
This is Murtyunjay Tripathi. I am from Puri district, Odisha. I am currently studying in Bhir Surendra Sai Institute of Medical Science, Burla. So my family consists of 5 members: me, my father, my mother, and my brother and a sister. So मेरे पिताजी एक पुजारी हैं. बड़ी बहन जो है वो इसी पैसे की दिक्कत की वजह से ही वो अपनी पढ़ाई कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाई, तो वो एक छोटी मोटी प्राइवेट कंपनी में वो काम कर रही है. मेरे पिताजी जो है वो कुछ सालों से उनको फाइलिरियासिस हुआ है. उनका मतलब अगर कोई चोट लगेगी उनके पैरों पर तो वो उन्हें बेड रिडन होना पड़ता है 10-12 दिनों के लिए. मतलब हाफ ऑफ द मंथ उन्हें बेड रिडन होना पड़ता है. तो उस समय में भी कुछ पैसे घर में नहीं आ पाता है, तो वही बड़ी बहन की कुछ सैलरी में से ही घर चलता है. पिताजी को ही नहीं, मेरी माँ को भी बहुत सारी बीमारी एक साथ अभी चल रही है उनके साथ. तो उन दोनों को दवाई खर्च में भी बहुत सारे पैसे घर में जो आते हैं वो खर्च हो जाते हैं. तो उसी पैसों में पढ़ना इतना एक्सपेंसिव, मेडिकल प्रोफेशन तो बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव होता है, तो उससे पढ़ना बहुत ही मुश्किल होता है. तो एक्चुअली जिंदगी फाउंडेशन ने मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प किया. अगर वो मुझे हेल्प नहीं करते तो शायद मैं आज इस कॉलेज में, इस हॉस्टल में नहीं बैठ पाता. मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरे शक्ल में हमेशा एक स्माइल रहे, ताकि कोई पेशेंट मुझे डरे नहीं, कि मतलब डॉक्टर के पास आने से डरे नहीं, और ओपन अप होके मुझे बोले, और मेरे हाथों पर उनका यकीन रहे कि मैं उन्हें ठीक कर सकता हूँ. तो उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत लगेगा और मैं बहुत मेहनत करता हूँ.
I am Bruti Sundar Behera from Kandhamal district, Odisha. मैं एक मतलब पुअर फैमिली से बिलोंग करता हूँ, और मेरे फैमिली में हम 3 ही मेंबर हैं. मैं, मेरे मामा और मेरी एक छोटी बहनी है. मेरे मामा घर में ट्यूशन करते हैं, बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं, और खेती की भी काम करते हैं. और मैं जब मतलब नीट के प्रिपरेशन, नीट एग्जाम खत्म होने के बाद मैं भी उनको सहायता करता था. हम दोनों खेती में काम करते थे. मेरी जो छोटी बहन है वो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में पढ़ाई कर रही है, उसके 10th क्लास है. मेरे पापा के जो एक बहुत डेंजरस बीमारी था, उसमें उनको मतलब ट्रीट करने में 1 साल ही मेरा मतलब अच्छे से मैं परिश्रम नहीं कर पाया. और दूसरे साल बाद में तो मतलब उनका गुजर जाने के बाद में तो इतना आसान हो गया था कि मैं सोचा था कि मैं घर को संभालूं या फिर क्या करूं. मेरे पढ़ाई का खर्च, मेरी बहन का पढ़ाई का खर्च, और भी घर का खाना पीने का खर्च, और सोच के मैं तो बहुत ही मतलब अस्त व्यस्त हो गया था. मैं सोचा था कि मैं ये सब छोड़ करके एक पढ़ाई का मतलब के ट्यूशन करूंगा बच्चों को. हमारे जो कॉलेज में एक वो सेरेमनी हो रहा था, मतलब के वेलकम सेरेमनी हो रहा था. उसमें ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट का कलेक्टर आए थे, और सर ने बोल रहा था कि मैंने भी एक बार मेडिकल अटेम्प्ट लिया था, पर मेरे में सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि मेरा बायोलॉजी बहुत वीक था, और मैंने वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का प्रोफेशन चूज कर लिया. तो मेरे पापा के गुजर जाने के बाद इतना स्ट्रांग इंस्पायर हुआ कि मैं ये तो प्रोफेशन के लिए तो नहीं आया हूँ, इतना खराब अवस्था से मैं आया हूँ, तो ये मेरे लिए प्रोफेशन तो नहीं होगा, एक समाज से भी बन के मैं सर्व कर पाऊंगा लोगों को.
All these students today are with us in this meeting live, and we are very proud of you. Extremely heartwarming stories. You have all beaten all adversities. Problems are no excuses for you. Congratulations to all. I would request Dr. Reddy, who's had a very long week, he's had a very long night fighting the destinies of so many children that he does throughout. He's done it for everybody, all the children. I would request him to congratulate these students and take it from here. Dr. Reddy.
Good morning, everybody. I think it's probably good evening in India. So, congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. Good morning, everybody here, and good morning, good evening to all the people in India who are on the meeting. My acquaintance and with the Saloni and the friendship with the Seth family started several years ago when I met them in New Delhi. And then subsequently, I'd done 4 surgeries on her. I think 1 in India and subsequently in US. Obviously, she had a very complicated heart defect, and she had several opinions where most of them have refused surgery, or in Germany, they said they would probably go for a heart lung transplant. Probably we thought we had an option to treat her, and subsequently we did treat her heart condition, but following that she had problems with the lung and pulmonary hypertension, which resulted in her untimely exit from this world. I really feel very sorry, and I really feel her almost every year when I see these complicated patients, and with every patient I remember Saloni. She had such an amazing spirit. I think she was she had the most remarkable talent in terms of understanding what she wants to do, and she always had faith in the doctors. I think we came short of living up to her faith, but I would like to remind all our scholarship recipients that if you have the same will and determination like Saloni had to fight her heart defect, and her intent to become a pediatric heart surgeon, I think you can achieve what you want to achieve in life. For most people in the world, achieving their dreams is difficult, but I think with hard work and perseverance, it's definitely possible. And I think I understand that you have an additional challenge of financial difficulties. I think that's where Saloni Heart Foundation comes in to help you to realize your dreams. And I think you have to make sure that you put in adequate effort and hard work and perseverance and determination to make sure your dreams are realized, as well as the goals of Saloni Heart Foundation are realized. I think that would probably provide a lot of solace and comfort to Saloni wherever she is. Saloni has been an inspiration for me too. I think, for fighting hard to save some of these children. Despite knowing sometimes we may be unsuccessful, I think every effort is worth at least, even if it does not prolong their lives. Sometimes it gives them a few years of happy life with their families. That in itself is sometimes worth trying, I think. I can't say enough about Saloni. I think it's I always feel saddened because of her untimely premature exit from this world. I'm sure she would have achieved a lot, and she would have become an excellent pediatric heart surgeon if she had lived. With that, Saloni's memory, I would like to congratulate all of you once again for this award, for this scholarship which you have won, and I wish you a successful journey. Make sure you live up to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Reddy. Yes, you're right. She was special, and a lot of the credit goes to you. We would have lost Saloni back in 2006 when her surgery in India got 2010, when the surgery in India was, I would say, messed up, and other Indian doctors did not have enough competence at that point of time. But you were the only doctor. We reached out to all the doctors, but you were the only one. I still remember your words. You said, "Yes, I can fix her." And it was so those words stuck with me, and there was so much of hope in those words. And you have been fighting the destiny of so many other children and providing hope. And you were able to give us many more extended years with Saloni. That said, it's always emotional. I would now request Dr. Pranava Sinha to also encourage our students, our scholars who are on the call today. And once again, Dr. Reddy, thank you so much for all the support you've provided all these years today. And by the way, everyone, if you can notice, Dr. Reddy is still sitting in his office. He's been there all night, one of those nights. Thank you. Dr. Sinha, over to you.
Hello, good morning to everyone here, and good evening to everyone back home in India. Before getting to the scholarship recipients, I'm going to say something which I say to a lot of parents, and I'm sure Dr. Reddy is going to agree with me on this. We train years and years to learn and do heart surgery, or for that matter, any specialty. But you parents get thrown into it without any training, and you have to just wing it. And I think that it's absolutely commendable what you, Himanshu and Millie, have done, and how you have channeled your loss into positive energy and have brought this whole Saloni Heart Foundation into existence, and all the good work you do. So I think the first round of congratulations and applause goes to you, and to everyone else who's part of the Saloni Heart Foundation, including myself. I think it's a privilege and honor for us to be part of this initiative, and I'm very happy to be of any kind of help. There's another thing that I'm going to say about what Himanshu said, and I think that Himanshu, you said that you plucked flowers out, and I think what you have done actually is that you have planted trees and not flowers. By giving this scholarship, what you have done is going to reap the benefits for many, many years to come. And there is an old saying that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. So what you're doing through this scholarship program is going to be obvious, and we will see the amplified effects of that, not now, not tomorrow, but in due course of time. So once again, it's great to have such a long-term vision. Congratulations to all the recipients of the scholarship. And looking at your own stories, I'm inspired as to how much hardships you have already been through such early in life, and how you're determined to get through this and come to the other side shining. And I really sincerely wish you all the best in your careers. But most importantly, I think that I wish you all the best in your life overall. And I hope that your experiences make you into good doctors, good professionals, and above all, good human beings. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sinha. Himanshu.
Thank you, Dr. Sinha. Really appreciate you taking time. Now I want to introduce Mr. Ajay Bahadur Singh, the founder and chairman of Zindagi Foundation, Bhubaneswar. He is the brain behind helping these children prepare for NEET. As we all know, NEET is a very competitive exam in India. There are millions of students who prepare for it, but only a few thousand get into MBBS through this examination. And it's all the effort of Mr. Ajay Bahadur Singh, who we connected about a year ago when we got our first caller from him, Krishna Mohanty. And I would let him tell you guys his own story of working with these children. Mr. Ajay Bahadur Singh.
धन्यवाद। आज मैं देश की भाषा में आप जैसे महान देशभक्तों को प्रणाम करता हूं। आज मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि 7 समंदर पार रहने वाले वैसे हमारे हिंदुस्तानी, जिसको लोग किसी जमाने में कहा करते थे कि ये तो क्या, ये तो हमारे देश को छोड़ करके जा रहे हैं, इन्हें कहाँ हमारे देश की चिंता है, कहाँ हमारे समाज की चिंता है। लेकिन आज मुझे गर्व होता है कि हमारे देश में रहने वाले लोगों से ज्यादा यदि चिंताएं खाए रहती है इस देश के लिए, तो विदेशों में रहने वाले ऐसे भारतीयों को के पास है, और जिसके एक नहीं कई एक उदाहरण आज सलोनी हार्ट फाउंडेशन के हिमांशु जी, मिली जी, डॉक्टर रेड्डी और तमाम एडवाइजरी बोर्ड के डायरेक्टर्स, मेंबर्स, सभी को मैं प्रणाम करता हूं कि आज आपने हमारे इस जिंदगी फाउंडेशंस के ऐसे गरीब, लाचार और बेबस बच्चों के लिए सहारा बना है। मैंने तो एक देवकी बनकर के उसे जन्म दिया, उसे पढ़ा करके मैं जस्ट केवल मेडिकल कॉलेज तक पहुंचा दिया, लेकिन उनके पास थ्रेट था कि इसका लालन पालन कौन करेगा, इसको कहां कौन ऊंचाई तक ले जाएगा, इसके 5 सालों के लिए सहारा कौन बनेगा। तो आज मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अर्पित करता हूं सलोनी हार्ट फाउंडेशन के तमाम लोगों का, जिन लोगों ने न केवल स्पॉन्सरशिप दिया है, बल्कि मैं कोशिश ऐसे लोगों को किया ढूंढने का जो न तो स्पॉन्सरशिप दिया बल्कि एक गार्जियन बन करके एक पेरेंट्स के जैसा उसको एक दिशा निर्देशन कर रहे हैं। मैं तो आज बहुत गर्वान्वित हो रहा हूं, बहुत खुश हो रहा हूं कि आज हमारे बच्चों को एक ऐसा दिशा निर्देशन मिलने जा रहा है जो शायद बहुत संभ्रांत बच्चे जो डॉक्टर बन जाते हैं, जो देश के बड़े बड़े कॉलेजों में पढ़ करके अच्छी डिग्रियां प्राप्त कर लेते हैं, शायद जो अभी मैंने देखा कि हमारे वर्ल्ड वाइड फैले हुए देश मैंने वर्ल्ड के विख्यात डॉक्टरों की जो टोली है, जो उनकी गाथाएं हैं, उनका सानिध्य शायद नहीं प्राप्त हो सकता। तो मैं और मेरा ये बच्चे बहुत भाग्यशाली है जिनको आप सब लोगों का सानिध्य प्राप्त। मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि आखिर मैंने क्यों अपने बच्चों के लिए एडॉप्शंस का प्रक्रिया को स्टार्ट किया। जहां तक मेरी जिंदगी फाउंडेशन किसी से भी 1 रुपया चंदा नहीं लेती, कोई डोनेशन नहीं लेता, तो ये संभव भी नहीं था कि मैं यहाँ पर पढ़ा लिखा करके रहने खाने पीने की व्यवस्था करके इसे मेडिकल नीट की प्रिपरेशन करके डॉक्टर तो के मेडिकल कॉलेज में तो पहुंचा देता हूँ, लेकिन 5 साल की जर्नी भी मैं वैसे लोगों के लिए, आपके जैसे लोगों को ढूंढना बहुत जरूरी हो गया था। क्योंकि मैं एक कहानी छोटी सी बताना चाहता हूँ। जो पहले साल में एक बच्ची हमारी है, ट्विंकल साहू, जिसके पिता इस जगन्नाथ मंदिर में, पूरी जगन्नाथ मंदिर के सामने चटाई बिछा करके छोटे छोटे माला बद्धी और छोटे छोटे फोटो बेचा करते थे। जब उनको पता चला कि मेरी बेटी तो डॉक्टर मेडिकल क्वालिफाई कर गई, नीट में उसका सिलेक्शन हो गया, तो बहुत खुश हुए। लेकिन जैसे उसे पता चला कि मेडिकल कॉलेज में पढ़ने के लिए 30,000 रुपये साल में फीस देने पड़ेंगे, तो ये सोच करके वो परेशान हो गए और वो अपने घर छोड़ करके 4 दिन तक भाग गए, घर से बाहर निकल गए। ये खबर मेरे पास आता है तो मैं कहता हूं कि पहले अपने पिता को ढूंढो। 4 दिन लग गए उनको पिता को ढूंढने में, और उन बच्चे का भी किसी भी तरीके से हम लोगों ने फीस इकट्ठा करके डिपॉजिट किया। तो ये हमारी सिचुएशन है, हमारे यहाँ के जो बच्चे हैं। तो मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि जिन बच्चों को आप सब लोगों ने एडॉप्ट किया, अपनाया है, वो सचमुच बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरतमंद बच्चे हैं। लेकिन मैं इतना जरूर गारंटी दे सकता हूं आज कि इतना ज्यादा, भले ही वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरतमंद है, लेकिन इतनी भी ज्यादा मेहनती बच्चा मिलना बहुत ही मुश्किल की बात है। मैंने देखा है पूरे एक साल में कि 24 घंटे में बच्चे यदि 16 घंटा 18 घंटा पढ़ाई किया है तो ये कोई आश्चर्यचकित करने वाली बातें नहीं। मैंने इन बच्चों को वो देखा है कि यहाँ की लैंग्वेज, लोकल लैंग्वेज उड़िया होती है। उड़िया से बहुत मुश्किल से वो हिंदी को समझने में और इंग्लिश को समझने में उन्हें कई एक महीने लग जाते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी इनके अंदर एक ही जुनून रहता है, मुझे तो डॉक्टर बनना है। और आज आप सब लोगों के कृपा से, आप सब लोगों की सहायता से, आप सब लोगों के प्यार से, आप सब लोगों के आशीर्वाद से ये डॉक्टर बनने के सिलसिला में जुड़ चुके हैं और आपका उनका सहयोग हमेशा की तरफ मिलने जा रहा है। मैं आज हिमांशु जी को जब मैं सुन रहा था तो देखा कि उनकी आंखों से आंसू बह रही है। हिमांशु जी, मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि आपने अपने बच्ची को खोया है, तो मैं पैसों के अभाव में अपने पिता को खोया है। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं ये एक जान करके बड़ी खुशी होती है, या देख करके या करने के बाद बहुत खुशी होती है कि आपने भले एक बच्ची को खोया, लेकिन अब आप जिन तरीके से कारवां बनाने जा रहे हैं अपने बच्चों के लिए, ये भी आपके बच्चे हैं और एक दिन आपको ये अपने बच्चे के जैसा जरूर प्यार देंगे, ऐसा मुझे भरोसा है, विश्वास। और इसी के साथ मैं भी किसी जमाने में मेडिकल का कोचिंग कर रहा था, लेकिन मेरी कोचिंग आधे में छूट जाती है। हमारे पिता बीमार पड़ जाते हैं और इतने लंबे बीमार पड़ जाते हैं कि उनको ठीक करने के लिए मुझे आधा घर भी बेचना पड़ता है। हर लोगों से गहने आभूषण तो सारे बिक ही जाते हैं और उनकी किसी तरीके से किडनी का ऑपरेशन तो हो जाता है, ट्रांसप्लांट तो हो जाता है, लेकिन दवा इतनी महंगी होती है कि उसके लिए मुझे चाय और शरबत बेचने पड़ते हैं। लेकिन दिल में यही रहता है कि मुझे पिता को ठीक करना है। कई एक साल उनको ठीक रखने का भी कोशिश करते हैं, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं मैं डॉक्टर नहीं बन पाया। बट आज मुझे खुशी है कि मैं आज सैकड़ों बच्चों को डॉक्टर बना पा रहा हूं। और इस बात से भी मुझे खुशी है कि भले ही मैं एमबीबीएस नहीं कर पाया, लेकिन जब मैं बच्चों को एमबीबीएस तक पहुंचा दे रहा हूं तो आज कई एक सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, संस्थाएं मुझे ऑनररी डॉक्टरेट की उपाधि दे रही। लेकिन फिर भी मैं ये सोचता हूं कि उस डॉक्टर से मैं अभी भी डॉक्टर अजय बहादुर सिंह नहीं लिखता, क्योंकि मुझे तो लगता है कि मेरे बच्चों के, सैकड़ों और हजारों बच्चों के पहले डॉक्टर विजय जैसे मैं लाचार और बेबस था, मैं डॉक्टर नहीं बन पाया तो क्या हुआ, शायद मैं डॉक्टर बनता तो हजारों लोगों की जिंदगी बचा पाता। लेकिन आज मेरी प्रयास ये है कि मैं सैकड़ों बच्चों को डॉक्टर बना दूं जो लाखों और करोड़ों बच्चों लोगों की जिंदगी बचा पाए। तो मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा सलोनी हार्ट फाउंडेशन को, उनके सदस्यों को, कि आपने जिस तरीके से हमारा मदद किया है और जिस तरीके से आपकी मदद बनी रहेगी, तो मैं इस सिलसिला को आगे बढ़ाता रहूंगा। और मैं उम्मीद करूंगा कि हमारे बच्चे डॉक्टर बनने के बाद भी उनको जिस तरीके से सहायता आप देने जा रहे हैं, जिस तरीके से आप बता रहे हैं, और जो मैंने यहाँ देखा डॉक्टर्स, बड़े बड़े डॉक्टर्स की टीम को देखा, तो मुझे विश्वास है कि आज मेरे जैसा लाचार और बेबस हमारे ये बच्चे अब लाचार नहीं रहेंगे, अब बेबस नहीं रहेंगे, बल्कि दुनिया के सबसे बड़े डॉक्टर्स के नाम में अपना नाम भी जरूर लिखवा लेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू। नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद अजय जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अपनी कहानी शेयर करने के लिए। नाउ आई वुड इनवाइट केतन Patel. Ketan is a very old friend, and he is the managing director of HP India. And with his support, we've been able to give top of the line elite book notebooks to these children for them to study, and not only study, but we encourage our students, our scholars to tutor other students to realize their own dream, and in the process support their own family. With that, over to Ketan.
Thank you, Himanshu. Good evening to everyone and good morning to everyone back in US. What inspiring work you guys are doing. The work which is done, Himanshu, Millie, and at Saloni Heart foundation is just very inspiring. And Ajay ji, आपने भी अभी जो बताया, काफी inspiring work कर रहे हैं, and I'm very privileged to be part of this ceremony today on behalf of HP. Truly, we are inspired by the work done by the foundation, and your work to grant scholarship to highly meritorious underprivileged scholars studying medicine in India is such a great cause. We are very happy this academic year to partner and provide laptops to the meritorious students. So let me first and foremost start by congratulating all the students. I heard stories on in the videos when you were articulating about what you went through. It's very inspiring. It's phenomenal, the kind of perseverance and focus which you had put, which led to this achievement of just getting into MBBS. That itself is a great achievement in a country of 1.4 billion people, and especially coming from backgrounds where your parents are daily wage earners, contract farming work. Some people's, some students' family are really working on daily work to earn stuff and get your education funded in whichever way. It's very tough. And your story manifests the power of dreams, power of sheer determination and undeterred courage. This is inspiring. This is India. This is what we all are proud of, a land of dreams, an aspiration of billion hearts. And you are all the future. This is just the start, my dear students. Let your dreams not stop here, because this is just the start. As Saloni Hearts Foundation's mission also is, right? Indian students are shining, as you know, today in various fields globally and are making huge contribution to the world. So your journey has just started. So aim yourself to be globally relevant, successful, and in turn, contribute back to the society by helping more students like you to prosper. This is the start of your journey. You will be doing extremely well in years to come. Don't forget this moment ever in your life, and make sure this circular cycle of social impact you can create to make this world a better place. Please remember this and ensure that as you move forward and be successful, you contribute in your own capacity. I am very pleased that Himanshu and Millie are doing their bit through Saloni Heart Foundation in loving memory of their daughter, Saloni. I just heard her dream of wanting to become a cardiothoracic surgeon, a bright and intelligent student whose dreams are really giving a lot of inspiration to all of us in terms of how you should be having the kind of willpower what she had. And I was also inspired by what Mr. Ajay Bahadur Singh said on Zindagi Foundation, providing these kids preparatory coaching and on-campus training free of charge. These are very important elements to build communities, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job. At HP, as a company of innovators, inventors, and creators, we are uniquely positioned to shape the future through technology that both grows our business, but more importantly, serves humanity. And in fact, when Spurti was talking about that she found probably a channel through which she got inspired and then did her work, that is a technology intervention of how technology is really helping change the future of the people. And this is one of the most important satisfying thing when a technology intervention helps somebody. We feel that we are doing a much bigger work than just doing business. And our vision is to create the company we want to work for and the world we want to live in. And we have a very ambitious objective to become the most sustainable and just technology company in the world, to make HP a lighthouse brand for trust and social impact, with a focus on climate action, human rights, social justice, and digital equality for all. And today's, in line with this vision, like today, we are committed to unlock educational and economic opportunity through power of technology, as I said earlier, and improve the vitality and resilience of our local communities. And education and skill building remain to be HP's key priorities, both strategic as well as sustainability interventions. And today's contribution of laptops is a small step in that direction. And we are committed to really continuously work in creating impact to the lives of students like you. And I'm very, very pleased with the kind of work what you did And we are happy to partner with Saloni Heart Foundation today as part of the ceremony. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate all the recipients of the scholarship, compliment the SHF Foundation for doing such a cause, and also once again reminding all of you to keep driving circular social impact as you prosper through this scholarship and create impact for more and more people. That's how we make this world a better place. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ketan. Appreciate your kind words. And now I would hand over to Millie to take it forward, and maybe Anne for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Ketan, Ajayji. And before I hand it over to Anne, I would especially like to thank our media partners, ABP TV from India, who've been covering this event, and many other social medias who have actually published about Saloni Heart Foundation, our achievements in last 2-3 days. This is incredible. It just makes our determination stronger. Thank you so much. Anne.
Thank you, Millie. So we are all here today because a brave young girl named Saloni Seth had a dream. She dreamt about becoming a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. Then her parents, Millie and Himanshu, had a dream that brave young people like their daughter Saloni would achieve their dreams of becoming doctors. Kirodini, Subendu, Devashish, Mrityunjaya, Krishna, Spurti, and Bruti Sundar, today we recognize and thank you for your hard work in achieving your dream, starting and continuing your medical education. Dr. Reddy, Dr. Sinha, Mr. Bahadur Singh, Ms. Nandini Raju, who's going to present after me, and Mr. Ketan Patel, we thank you for honoring this occasion, being with us, encouraging not just the students, but all of us in supporting us. We are all a group of dreamers, marching on with plans to touch many lives for good and for many years to come. Saloni Heart Foundation also thanks every well-wisher here, every doctor, every donor of time, money, or effort. We are nothing without all of your hearts and hands. We look forward to many dreams coming true in the years to come, and we will do it together with all of you. Thank you, everyone. Millie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Anne. And thank you everyone for staying. I know we have gone a little over time. In the end, I would like to play a video of Nandini Raju. She is one such scholar who has achieved her dreams. She's from a different stream, but you will hear and see what a scholarship or what determination that she had, and how it's first-hand experience. She's going to describe in her own words how she has been able to change her life. Shilpa. And before you all go, once again, heartiest congratulations to all the students. And thank you all the supporters, friends, donors, our advisory board, and last but not the least, my executive board. We just could not have done this. You have been standing like pillars. I'm very grateful, personally and organizationally. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I am Nandini Raju. I am working as a graduate research assistant and a PhD scholar in mechanical and aerospace engineering at University of Central Florida, USA. Before coming here, I worked as a researcher in National Aerospace Laboratories, India, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, and Singapore University Technology and Design. So this is totally my career or experience, whatever. So today I would like to share my journey with you, and it may be helpful to any students, or you may feel like, oh, this is me, this is what really happened to me, this is similar as my story. You may feel that. So let's start the story. I am a girl from a village called Gobichetipalayam, which is in Tamil Nadu, southern part of India. From my childhood, I had a dream to become an aerospace engineer. I did my schooling in the same village in Tamil medium. So I didn't have a good English fluency or English knowledge during my school days. During my school days, my father expired and my mother was working as a teacher. Her income was nearly 1,500 rupees per month. So this is a total scenario. Also, I didn't have any relative or anyone related to mechanical or aerospace field. So I didn't have an opportunity to get any information about that field. Till I complete my college, I didn't have any view about that field. So this is a school situation. So I graduated school with 91% mark and I received a government college seat. After receiving the admission, my family couldn't support my tuition and hostel fees. So unfortunately, I couldn't continue going college after receiving the admission. After that, I received a wonderful opportunity from one of my relative about one deemed university, and the deemed university offered me with a 4-year scholarship, and that's all. So I was so happy, and also they offered me BTech aeronautical course. So that was a dream come true moment for me. So I joined the course and I tried to give myself best. And I received a silver medal end of my graduation because I was a university topper. Then after receiving all these awards and medals, I wanted to continue my education, but my family wanted to do a job and settle down in India because of our situation, etc. So, but I wanted to continue my education, so I started applying all loans. In and around Tamil Nadu, private banks and the government banks everywhere. But I got a same reply that is like, you are a girl and you are going to get married sooner or later. So you will not be having a capacity to repay us. So also you don't have a land or home to pledge the property and get the amount or something. So we are not going to give the loan. So this is the same answer I received, but I didn't compromise my dream. I started searching the trust in and around India. That time I was very clear about how many trusts were there, and I started writing the emails. I started drafting the letters. I sent them out. So during the situation, I received a first support from my friend's brother, that is Mr. Shankar Raman. After that, I received a support from BuddyForStudy.com. I met Mr. Chandrasekhar. After that, one of the professor from university, he came and helped me. His name is Dr. Narashamlu Shrikant. So they are not sponsor for me right now. They are my extended family actually. So they helped me and I was able to complete my master's education. So during the master's education, I did do the part-time job to support my other expenses. So I was taking tuition in 2 to 3 places. I was struggling for food. I was struggling for stay. And after completing the master's, I came back India and I worked a number of places. And after that, I received this opportunity here. So in my story, I struggle a lot, and I struggled for food, I struggled for stay, and I was not rich. My family was not rich, and I lost my father. I was studying in Tamil medium. I was not very good in English. I didn't have anyone to say about this field, but I am continuing my dream. I'm trying to achieve my goal. So my only suggestion is, don't compromise your dream. You may be struggling similar as me, or you struggled already. You faced all these issues due to poverty or whatever. So my only suggestion is, don't compromise your dream. for any reason, even for your family, even for your situation, for any reason, don't just give up. Keep doing what you are doing, so you will achieve the goal. You had a dream and you need to do that. So that is the only thing I'm having in my mind always. So I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope my story will be helpful to any one of you, and you may feel like, okay, this is some portion of my story is similar as yours. So thanks a lot for spending a time and hearing my story, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much, and wishing you all the best.